swelling, secrets unfurling. Come on and mix it up, let the rhythm take you. Drop them flavors, shake them up, grab your muds, it's time to fill up. Inhale the beat, exhale the groove. Mixing notes like flavors flowing. U.K.E-liquid mix show, stirring anticipation growing. The vibe is pumping, the crowds are waiting. Sound synthesized like liquids combinated. Drop them flavors, shake them up. Grab your mods, it's time to fill up. Inhale the beats, exhale the groove. Take you. Flavors shaking, fusions in the air. The mics are hot, excitement's jumping. Everybody's waiting till the group starts thumping. Juices are swelling, secrets unfurling. Come on and mix it up, let the rhythm take you. Drop them flavors, shake them up, grab your muds, it's time to fill up. Inhale the beat, exhale the groove. Mixing notes like flavors flowing. U.K.E-liquid mix show, stirring anticipation growing. The vibe is pumping, the crowds are waiting. Sound synthesized like liquids combinated. Mixing notes like flavors flowing. U.K.E-liquid mixing show, stirring anticipation growing. The vibe is pumping, the crowds are waiting. Sound synthesized like liquids carbonated. Let's get ready for the U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Ready? Let's go. In a world of vape, when flavors collide, we gather round with mixtures we can't hide. YouTube's our stage, where the magic unfolds. Welcome to the show, where the flavors behold. Mixing and vaping are in for a ride. The clouds we create, we can't deny.
Brown.
From strawberry delight to a caramel dream.
Welcome to the U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday night and it's time to talk a little bit of mixing and things.
Just when you go live, you idiot.
Yeah, mate, I put microphone on when you said stop wiping your ass with them. So if you are in chat, just have a look at the top and see if you're in Twat chat. If you're in Twat chat, swap it over to live chat and you'll keep up with everything you're doing. It might be called any chat, whatever chat, but it's the one that's live and you can keep up with everything. Who we got on tonight? You've got myself, Benny Vapes. We've got our own mixing guru, which is Graham Net Reality. We've got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes. We've got the maestro of mixing, which is Tim Advocate for Liberty. And we've got the Green Goddess of mixing, which is Lady Liberty. Good evening and welcome. I'll just pop out chat.
I'm surprised they actually made it today after like yesterday.
I did
Listen,
notice it was
that
doing
not my idea.
a marathon on
I
Wonder
wanted to
Flavours. I did see that.
Yep.
A marathon Wonder Flavours thing. With
I-
his
it's-
revolving
it's-
I
background.
fixed my mic issue. The USB port wasn't working. The C port wasn't working, so I had to use a secondary crappy line. It was firmware update. That's all it was.
Next time you put the on the display on a nice rotating thing, you slow the rotation down. I was like, no, that's better. What was that?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
What I don't get is what does
Just
TBB? What
fast
is it?
enough not to
TBD?
be able
Something
to
mean?
read.
TTB is actually an approval. It's a I'll call it ATF approval thing for use in beverages, so they can use it in commercial
Okay.
beverages.
So it's
I
like
just
a
saw that
food,
and I'm like a drinks thing.
yeah, so it's like a food
Yeah.
certificate sort of thing.
Well,
I
it's
suppose.
for like wineries. If they want to use it in seltzers, they want hard seltzers. Breweries, these are all things we're going for with Wonder Flavor's
Right.
going for it, Flavor is going for it, and recently I've heard Flavor Art's going that direction too.
They're stealing our ideas again.
I know,
aren't they?
yeah, isn't it? Look, we've only been doing it for the last 5 years.
Hey, I just bought all kinds of new equipment so I can make this stuff at home for them. So,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? 5 years we've been doing that sort of stuff, and now they're suddenly, oh look, you can put flavourings in fluid.
What next? Long fills.
Yeah,
Oh look, we can put more nicotine if we have a bigger bottle and control it normally, like all of us do here.
yeah, in a bottle shot.
And let's just release them just before the budget, so they can take them and just go. Nah, you can't have those either.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Tim, did you actually look that up yet? Because I actually just looked
Yeah.
it up. It stands for Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah, it's
taxes on the import. So it's actually not.
It's an-
French.
It's an approved. You have to be approved though.
Right. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we will get Liam to run through chat, if you would, my friend.
Yeah, so in chat tonight we have Stephen DeRise. See, I pronounce it differently every single week. I'm sure I'm going to hit on the right pronunciation at one point.
Yeah.
We got John Vaping Joker. We got Head GB, Brian Ferguson, John McClintock, Frankie Jazz 24/7,
Nice.
other Sean,
All right, sure.
Rocky Tooney, and Dion 78. I believe that is everybody this evening.
It is.
If I've missed anybody out, just type in
Barry
Benny a
Jones.
dickhead in chat.
You just Barry Jones has just come in. Good evening.
Evening, Barry.
Do go over to Instagram and see other Sean's artist stands while you're over there. Have a look for it. Some really nice artist stands if you do want one. Hit him up if you want a custom one. They are, if you watch the Northern Uni Vape Show on Sunday, you will see they are ones that are handmade, crafted, artistry. That's what it is. Andy was a friend of Graham's. So yeah,
It was fun to watch. I missed the live, but I caught it and
Yeah.
everything. And you could tell you're nervous, but he did really, really well.
He did.
Especially when Hanky had a little kind of like his joking kind of thing, and he just turned around and just went dump and shut him down completely.
yeah,
Just in hysterics.
yeah. So, Tim, you can read that out to everybody if they didn't know, because we didn't know what
You guys
TTB
were
means.
talking. You guys were
Yeah, but
talking.
you
I was
could
waiting.
just do it afterwards.
I was still planning to it, but they also can read it while they wait.
Go on then.
Calm down.
Go on then. What is it?
By law, flavors used in alcohol beverages must be approved by the Alcohol Tobacco Tax Trade Bureau (TTB). They have to be approved
Why
by them
Alcohol and Tobacco Tax Trade Bureau?
to be used in alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, we've got the same thing over here.
Are we?
Because, if you're designing a new concentrate, it's got to be registered, and sometimes it can take 6
And
months.
if you're
for
wa-
registration.
And if you're wondering why there's so many naturals coming out in all these lines and all these different companies, it's for that reason. It's a lot easier to get naturals approved through than it is. Takes
well,
a
if
little more
they've
work to
already
get the
been
chemical.
approved, if the flavors have already been approved, and then you use combinations of those flavors, they don't have to be approved.
Yeah, but
either.
the naturals not being chemically based are easier to pass through. They're
Ah.
just easier to get approved. That's why
Nice.
you're seeing a lot of the naturals come, and you're going to probably see more of those naturals. Like they had 3 of the ones were tested were already out for a little while, but they just got the approval. So
Everybody likes a bit of natural.
well, that's the thing too. I mean, if you're one of those people that really wants to do a more natural flavor, it's an option too there. They're not all equal. I will tell you right now from testing them, they're not all equal to their counterparts. Some of them are, some of them aren't. And some are completely new anyway, so.
Brian's got himself a new scale. He's got a new compact scale, which is nicer than to use than my kitchen scale. Well, it will because it's nice and compact.
I've got to get new scales. I've got to get scales for mixing and scales for weighing. My scales for weighing I've started playing up as well. So
I have that.
Yeah, he started gaining weight and he doesn't believe it.
I'm going to scale.
Mine's a speaker one says, "Get up, you fat bastard."
Mine just says one at a time, please.
Yeah. Right, so what we'll do is we'll go around and see what we're all vaping on. We will start with Graham.
Guar 21 with a barrage on top, and I have no idea what's in there. I keep on picking up random things. I that from last week, which still tastes horrible, but it's got nicotine in, so I'm vaping it. Something called SML, which is a nice fruit thing, which I don't know what it is, and I'm just dripping in, just getting rid of all the shit while I still have got no taste. 5-6 weeks now. I'll pass it over to Tim.
Guar 21 with the projects on top, vaping that fudge chocolate frosted cookie, which should have been named Death by Chocolate. I think that it's super chocolate overload, and I'm kind of loving it. I also have the not the heavy hitter, the Dreamer Clutch with the Blaze Solo on that, and I got Cassie's Boysenberry Sundae in there. And I will pass it to Cassie.
I want to answer Bill.
Answer him.
Yeah. I lost my taste during COVID and Zoom calls.
I'm just the Thelema Quest with the recoil and my maple coffee liqueur cheesecake. That's it. I'll pass it to Liam.
Yeah.
Right, so I am on my usual Hadron Pro 250C with the Steam Crave Aromomizer V2 on top. And in that, I have switched up my boysenberry cream. I've now turned it more into a boysenberry cheesecake.
Oh, nice.
I'm basically just using the concentrator set on my desk.
Yeah, just keep
that's what
around.
I've been doing. I'm going, what can I make? Ooh, I've got that.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
And I will pass it over to, I think everyone's been known next, so I'll pass it back to Benny.
Right, so I'm on the Guar with the Blaze Max on top, and inside that I've got some Seriously Donuts glazed biscuit, which it tastes like they've just got, do you know that churro cinnamon bun? They've just got that and put it in at like 6% with a bit of sweetener. That's exactly what it tastes like. I don't get no biscuit out of it. I just get that cinnamon taste.
Well,
It tastes like that. Do you get the biscuit out of it?
I get the biscuit. I get tiny little bit of donut. Not that much donut. It's more the biscuit with like a slight donut base underneath. But they are sweet.
Yeah. Like I say,
not
all I
really
get is
churro.
That's all I get is that churro. That, like I say, when it's just that cinnamon taste from a churro.
That's what I get mostly out of that churro is cinnamon. Cinnamon and some kind of bakery that you can't quite describe.
That's why I think they've put it as a biscuit, because it's not quite a donut and it's not quite a biscuit. So I think they've done it as that. It's all right. It passes a thing. I'm also on, my hands are freezing. I've got them in my pockets. So I want to get them out. I'm also on the Innoking Naked AIO, the Chroma R, with the Cubics sat with it. And inside that, I've got my own RY4 mix. I'm also on the BP60 that's here. That's got some just some pod salting. That's it. That is me. So we've got Graham. I too lost all the taste due to COVID, and it's now 90% back.
Well, it's not. The taste wasn't. the problem with COVID, it was just talking. But tasting friends was the problem in COVID, Bill. No, the thing where I got long COVID where I'm just constantly streaming. My nose is constantly running. I really have to go to the doctors and say, listen, this is started during COVID. They won't do anything.
They'll fuck all, mate. They'll just say we don't do what for colds. That's it. That's all they'll say to you.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Stuck with it for the rest of their life because I followed the rule.
That's it. Stuck with it. Stuck with it. I'll take me eating up. Cold.
Antihistamine. That sounds like something you do. You're back in. I think I've got them. Is they the hay fever tablets?
Yes, the hay fever tablets.
Yeah, those are the ones which sent me. Those are the ones which sent me under, where I was just constantly drinking all the time because took the antihistamines and then I just had about 10 pints, 12 pints a day of water. You can't fix
Foxy,
me.
you all right, mate? And we're going great antihistamine, says Lee D. My problem, I got COVID twice. Second time was when the fourth shot didn't protect from the last variant. It sort of stopped the flood. There you go, stops the flood. So, right, so if you might have seen all the leaves are brown, it's not because Graham wipes his ass with them, like he was telling us.
That didn't go live, did it?
It did, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad Foxy myself, mate. Thank you very much.
Are we talking autumnal flavours, Benny?
Autumnal, yes, autumnal flavours.
Autumnal flavours.
Autumnal, because it is. It's gone, and the spring's gone, the summer's gone, and we're now into autumnal. Because we're nearly at October the 31st, which is Halloween, or is it 30th, whatever, Halloween time. So, and we're coming up to November, and it's pissing it down. And I hope Annie's all right while we're there, because I don't know where Annie is. I'm just about to say that.
Yeah,
I hope he's bunkered down all right.
Yeah, he's Florida, isn't he?
But
I'm not too sure where.
I've been watching the Ryan Hall channel, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, this is serious.
Have you seen size on it?
Yeah.
That's what she said. But
Lucy.
yeah, it's absolutely massive. It's huge. It's gone from a tropical storm to a category 5. And when it hits a bit of category,
and cut it 6,
4.
wasn't it? Or something like that. Is there a 6?
Yeah.
Don't know. But there's
No, I was watching YouTube, so I don't know. There could be a 6, there could be a 5, there could be a 6 extra mega, not to be missed hurricane, once in a lifetime. Click here to view.
Yeah, and he's sat in his usual chair. Probably he's just sat in his usual chair. Yeah. Hey, Shirley, all right. So yeah,
hey,
my sister lives in Largo outside of Tampa. Ooh, not good. Yeah, it is a bit like that. It is big. It is big. When you see a picture of it, it is absolutely. You can see Eye at Storm. It looks like a proper eye. It looks like something out of Lord of the Rings.
What was it? The ocean rose 15 feet.
15 to 18 feet, yeah.
15 feet waves as they're coming in.
Yeah. 15 foot waves, 18 inches of rain, 147 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I can see on it. Yeah, as he said, he's just sitting there like that. Oh, there goes my house.
so
Annie's going to be like the guy from Up, isn't he?
yes, I do wish.
Just going to be in his house up.
Yeah.
Well, the worst one is like I was watching a news report. They put all, after the last one which just gone through, they put all the debris in front of the houses to get picked up, and the hurricane's just going to go through and just make lethal weapons out of all that.
That was
movie
worried
for
because,
Lethal Weapon.
yeah, it's because they didn't have the chance to pick it all up, did they, from the last storm? So they're so the worry is now they're just going to actually start throwing people's sofas through windows and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
on a cow.
I saw a video where the lady described how everything went. It was like house demo derby on some of those places where the river picked up and was like bouncing houses off foundations into other houses, knocking them. It was like friggin' house demo derby Tetris thing, knocking all the houses off. Some guy had to jump out a second story window onto the bank in order to survive. and then
So
hide in the
saying
woods until it's over.
There's been 2 tornadoes hitting already.
Yeah, that's the one when I tuned into the channel, I was like, oh, 2. And he goes, this kind of stuff doesn't happen normally. So I'm expecting next couple of days, state of emergency down in
Well,
Florida.
it's coming over here. It's aiming for coming over
Yeah.
here, isn't it? We're going to get it because it's coming this way.
Yeah, we always end up with the tail end of the hurricanes hits.
Yeah.
You guys are kind of
Florida
flat too
coast and
in
everything.
comparison, right? You're flat.
Yeah.
You're fairly flat too. So if it hits you guys, it's caused some serious damage, can it?
It's we
Although
don't
you do
get
have-
it, we get wind, we get the wind, and we get the rain.
Yeah,
That's mostly what we get.
we just get the tail end because by the time it's made its way over to us, it's kind of petered off. We might not.
gone over our
We
Atlantic,
might get
hasn't it?
we might get like 70-mile-an-hour winds at the most.
Yeah.
Plus, aren't most of your buildings like brick?
Yeah, they're all brick,
rock,
mate.
stone work.
Yeah, unless you live in a caravan.
That's a plus. I mean, you get. Look at Florida. Some of those houses are built to just get destroyed and replaced. It's sad.
Yeah, I mean, the most amount of damage we normally see is people have 4 patio chairs knocked over in their garden instead of 2.
Or your fence goes down, or your tree gets knocked over, or some of your tiles fly off your roof.
Or a tent goes next door, exposing your bar.
Yeah. Edgy's come home from Devon today, was fed up with the rain and the wind 3 days early. Bless him. So while you're out there, just have a think of what your favourite autumn flavours are. What do you normally do? You change to autumn flavours? Like I got that donut, that biscuit thing, whatever, glazed biscuit, for that reason, because I was like, oh, well, I've had a cheesecake, I've had strawberries, I've had that. I wanted something a bit more.
The commercial donuts out there don't really hit the mark, because I did the same mistake I made with my donut, is putting the top flavouring too high.
Yeah,
that's the criticism I had. It was a great raspberry flavour, but if I did it again, I would reduce that raspberry flavour down a little bit so the donut shines through.
Yeah, I normally swap my flavours around in autumn. I normally go from putting fruits in my custard to putting bakery in my custard.
Yeah. But it isn't it? You sort of look at it and think, and it goes, and people say, oh, I don't change, but I do. Cheryl likes pumpkin flavours and the caramel apple flavours. I don't mind an apple when it's mixed with something else. I'm not a massive fan of apple on its own. Do you know what I mean?
Go the opposite route. I was joking, kinda, but the pina colada this time of year, thinking like summertime tropical, it can help you through this season if you have it can help your seasonal depression.
I wonder whether what a lot of people do is more of a nostalgic thing, whereas they associate certain flavors with autumn, winter. Like your heavy apple pie and custard, and the pumpkin spice lattes and stuff like that. I wonder whether people just switch over to those, not because it's not quite so much because of the season, but more because it's nostalgic.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
Same with like
comforting.
Halloween-based flavors, like the candy flavors that come out only at Halloween time. Well, used to come out Halloween, now they come out midsummer, but it used to come out Halloween time. That can be a nostalgic feel too. Like when you go after some of the ones like the Kisses that only really come out on Halloween.
We don't have them. I don't know what Kisses.
They're like a taffy, peanut butter taffy.
Is it?
The ones that come in the black and the orange wrappers. The ones that basically the taffy, Wonder Flavors taffy.
Those are called.
We don't have things like that with Halloween. No. So we have big tubs of apples that we stick kids' heads in.
You just I just said bobbing for apples.
Yeah, bobbing for apples.
Is that called population control? I'm just curious.
No, it's bobbing for apples. So did you not do it over there, bobbing for apples?
We used to do that occasionally at like a school function or something. They'd bob for apples, but not anymore because God, it might get sick.
We can't even do.
Only the Labour government's going to make it compulsory for pensioners.
Yeah, to get rid of them. Yeah, to get rid of them. Foxy's saying, I'm born, it's usually a blackcurrant menthol for me at this time of the year. Blackcurrant's a good one because it's a darker fruits, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there was that
Your
in a
darker
way,
fruits.
blackcurrant and menthol, which was just a single one shot. You could just get that, and I can't remember which one it's called. Is it blackcurrant eucalyptus or blackened
I don't think it's not eucalyptus. It's
blackcurrant mint kind
mint.
of
I
thing, but
think.
it's not. It's not mint.
Rocky's just dropped one apple tortillas. Apple tortillas.
That's not
Oh,
winter. Tortillas is summer and Mexican and people dancing like that. No, that's Spanish.
Annie's just put in Annie's ducking tornadoes.
Oh, you managed to type.
Yeah. Brian said, I think I perfected my black cherry licorice with sweet cream. Very nice. Very nice. Pumpkin. See, that's the thing. It came over from America. We never did pumpkin here. Never did pumpkin in anything. Pumpkin were just to be made out of a what is it, and thrown away. Do you know, make a
jack-o'-lantern.
And then throw it away. That was it. You didn't keep the inside of it. You know.
Oh, you never had pumpkin seeds? Those things are delicious.
No.
My nan used to make
Put pumpkin seeds in the oven. You put a little seasoning on it. Oh, they're delicious.
Yeah, we never used to do.
I've never had a pumpkin flavour anything.
No.
I got that for there you go, pumpkin. That's the spice though, isn't it?
It has a little bit of spice to it, but not.
That's pretty mild. That's pretty mild for spice.
Like I can handle the spice in that, but
the raw
I can't handle
is spicy.
A lot. He created the pure pumpkin for me, and that's just beautiful.
What do you get from pumpkin in what's it taste like? I've never even eaten it, to be honest with you.
A little like a sweet potato kind of ish. A little like a sweet potato ish, but smoother, and I guess it's a different flavor, but it's very similar to sweet potato. But it is definitely not the same, but it's there. That's the closest thing if you haven't had pumpkin. That's the closest way to describe it to you guys.
Because I've not done pumpkin. What is a pumpkin spice then? When they say pumpkin, does it taste of pumpkin, or is it just a spice that goes with a pumpkin?
Most of them are spice heavy for vape flavors. Most of them are spice heavy.
But pumpkin spice itself, it's like what they use to spice, like when they're making pumpkin pie. So it's got like cinnamon and nutmeg and
allspice kind of thing.
Yeah, like an all spicy kind of thing, but not
right.
quite.
Right. So when they say pumpkin spice, it is a thing that you put with pumpkin, not it's mixed. Do you know what I mean? It's like the
flavorings are supposed to have pumpkin in them, but some of them it's very questionable if there's any pumpkin.
Right.
Some of them you do taste a little of the pumpkin in it. It kind of settles it down. It gives you like a creamy, like almost yummy, but not quite flavor to it.
When I looked at it and I looked at the history of like because it pumpkin spice only appeared a few years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've never had it. I never had it when I was a kid.
It's been around before and it was developed, the kind of thing. But when I was looking at the history of it, I was like that going, have they just kind of put this out because it's a holiday spice kind of thing, so it can be used all year round, so to boost the sales? That's what
pumpkin spice is a recent thing. It's only been around since 1675.
Is it 1675?
Yeah, it's recent though, really recent though. Graham, I didn't realize you were that freaking old. Okay.
Yeah, but we've never used it here. I don't know if anybody UK. I don't know UK people that are on chat. Have they? Did you ever have pumpkin? Remember when I was a kid, you had pumpkin.
It was commercialized by McCormick's in 1934.
That must be an American thing. It can't be because it never went over here. It's got to be.
No, I mean, it's only been in about the last, 15, 20 years maybe that we've actually been able to buy pumpkin for Halloween.
It says when it really started getting popular, and this is true, it was a little bit popular before, but Starbucks, when they introduced this pumpkin spice latte in 2003, is when it really kind of took off worldwide.
Yeah.
When Starbucks took it over.
I'm going to say that's when I've ever seen it, is when Starbucks do now you get advertised it's pumpkin.
Well, we can't get that. We can't get the char latte over here, can we?
I don't know, mate. I don't drink coffee, so I don't even get a frappuccino when I go into Starbucks, or a hot chocolate with whipped cream on top and marshmallows.
Because I always remember seeing the char latte kind of recipes that everybody does over in America, and I'm like that going. It's exactly the same as the McDonald's one. I'm like, what? No, we don't get that.
Would a char would not be a tea? Would that not be a tea? A pumpkin tea?
Yeah, that would be a tea. That would be a tea. Yeah.
Because char's Indian for tea, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what you have char wallers.
Chai tea is good.
Spices, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So does it go well?
I mean, depends on what it is. I don't like the super spicy chais. I like the ones that are more on the creamier side with just spices in it. Those are the ones I like. It's just smooth.
See, I've tried a couple. I tried a couple of different types of tea, and I've realised I'm not really that much of a tea drinker. I mean, but Builder's tea, and that's pretty much it for me.
To be fair, mate, I just think tea's warm and wet. I don't get tea. I don't get tea at all. I don't. It's just warm and wet to me. I don't.
So Benny hears tea and he gets excited.
Yeah, no, it's just warm and wet, and I just don't get it. I don't get why people drink tea at all. Coffee, I don't like the taste of coffee because I don't like the coffee taste. But tea, I just don't get. It doesn't do anything for me at all.
As I sit here sipping my cup of coffee.
Coffee. Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah, I don't like the taste of it. I don't like the taste of coffee. I just I don't know what it is. It's just that thing. So the pumpkin spice, does it go with Earl Grey's wonderful tea? Earl Grey's good tea, and I'm a coffee drinker. Yeah,
I like Earl Grey. That's my morning tea.
What does pumpkin spice go with then? If you're making an e-liquid, what would it go with? Does it go with? Is it just certain things that go like an apple, or would it go with?
It goes with creams really well. It can go with apple if you're doing an apple. Bakeries goes really well with bakeries actually. And the pumpkin spice itself, like because a lot of them don't really have much pumpkin, you can easily turn that into something. If you just want to like add a little like kind of like a version of allspice to a bakery, you could do it. Works really well for that.
I've made all sorts of cheesecakes and milkshakes and bread and cookies and frosting. Like,
yeah,
I went through more than half of a 30 ml of pure pumpkin last year.
Some of the more spice heavy ones even work. Like you were just talking about teas, making a tea with it. That actually works.
I basically look at it as more of like a desserty sort of spice. You just want to add something, just a little bit different, just that extra little dimension to one of your dessert mixes.
Yeah, a little zing. Yeah, add a little zing to something. Yeah.
Brian's saying it's almost like taking a recipe for eggnog and swapping flavours. So pumpkin spice latte.
Kinda it is. Actually, an eggnog with the pumpkin eggnogs, the real things are really good.
Get out of here. Pumpkin eggnog.
We're still like, Rocky and I are still on that. We're going to have to work on eggnogs before Christmas again because it's still not right. Still not quite right. Rocky's got the best running one so far. He's got the best running eggnog.
You keep saying eggnog, and I'm going to have to run away for a minute and pour some because we have some in the fridge.
I wouldn't be heartbroken.
I don't even know what eggnog is, to be fair. Is eggnog avocado?
Avocado.
I'll go grab it and show you.
Is that what it is, avocado? Things you make a snowball out of?
Yeah.
Is that eggnog?
Take away what makes avocado.
Eggnog is creamy and delicious, and you can mix it with some spiced rum, or you can mix it with some brandy to give it a kick.
That's the thing. Whenever I've seen eggnog over here, eggnog over here, whenever I see eggnog, there's always been alcoholic.
Yeah,
you can't have alcohol. The directions are on the side.
No, but it's always been alcoholic over here, and then I've been watching like American TV shows, and they're giving eggnog to kids, and I'm like, what?
Well, yeah, I really like that going, what the doesn't have alcohol in America, you add it.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but don't get me wrong, I totally got some Fireball the other day to mix in that eggnog, so yeah.
So if you went for an eggnog,
what are you doing?
Flavour.
Oh, hey, cool.
Rich eggnog.
Oh, hey, cool. I just got some moonshine delivered to my hand.
Which eggnog would you go for, Cassie? For e-liquid?
I love the golden eggnog.
Real thing.
And the pumpkin eggnog from Hood. They're both from Hood.
So
As
But-
far as for vape flavors,
as far as vape flavors, none of them,
Rockies
because they
is
all have
closest.
too much spice and I can't handle them.
right.
yeah, Rockies is the closest one when it came out last year.
Right, you give Cheryl ideas for mixing Fireball with eggnog?
Yeah, Fireball with eggnog is
Fireball with
good.
Eggnog is so good. It just, gives it that little.
We have
flavor.
Fireball we just picked up, and we have eggnog. Don't give us ideas.
So they'll be getting pissed tonight. I think they should down 2 of them.
Vodka lemonade and
Getting
egg.
pissed tonight. No, not at all. Chocolate brownie.
This is.
Is it alcohol then? Is it an alcohol?
Yeah, it's moonshine.
It's moonshine.
All right. All right. So can you
Hang
actually buy
on,
it? It's
it's
moonshine.
moonshine packaged and labelled with
Yeah, back in least have this.
food
So it's not
standards
moonshine.
on the side. That's not
Oh,
moonshine.
Actually, I've got the moonshine kit in the other room. I got all the friggin' stuff to make different
Oh.
types of moonshine and everything. The full kit for all the dry
Oh,
ingredients to
Cassie,
make
go
it.
on, down that.
And a new still.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't moonshine is like exploding bathtubs and distills and stuff, isn't it?
The gangsters,
moonshine a few times.
shootouts.
I have 2
On the
stills. I can make
inside.
moonshine.
Right. We did get 2 recipes put in by Rocky. He put one in for apple tortillas.
There's
if you
the
wanna bring
vanilla
that one
eggnog.
up. And then he brought up I'm Sam did a recipe with pumpkin spice, if you want to bring that up, and then he's done an eggnog one. Number 23.
That's the eggnog from last year. That's the closest realish version of hood eggnog. It's still a little off, but it's close.
Anyway, that's the right. So I got the. Let's cue that one up. And then cue that one up. Okay, so I've got both of those recipes up now. So let's do a quick share on those. Share on Rocky's first. Vanilla eggnog 23. So it's 0.25% Flavora eggnog, 1.5% Wonder Flavors Hollandaise cream, 2% SSA ice cream, 0.69% Cap Super Sweet, and 2% Wonder Flavors Vanilla Cream Extra. It's one of the hood vanilla eggnogs.
Yeah, it's the same one. I just had. The only-
And
It's
then,
like sharing.
Who's got
And then
who's
we-
got echo again?
It's when you're sharing.
okay. And then we got Christmas Potpourri from I Am Sam, which is 2.5% Flavora Apple Raz, 0.5% of Flavora Cranberry, 3.5% Cranberry Blood Orange, 1.25% FA Oakwood, 1% Flavora Pumpkin Spice, and 0.5% of Cap Super Sweet.
No,
I
I'm just
just-
looking at.
Oh,
I could ask for a remote
I
control.
was looking at the Oakwood going 1.5. I've never pushed that 0.2 because it just stands out for me.
I've always gone really, really low with that Oakwood
I've
as
never
well.
thought about pushing it higher. I wonder if recommended recipe from Rocky, I might try pushing it higher.
Brian up, he does a nice cheesecake. Does Brian with eggnog? Killer cheesecake.
When I come up to Christmas, all I can think of is Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Millionaire shortbread, Rice Krispie treats. But this is the time of the year. Right about now is the time of the year I make me tobacco ones out because I have a couple of tobaccos over Christmas and New Year, especially because I know I'm going to be drinking.
No.
I've been mixing now for probably about 8-9 years, and every year when Christmas is coming up, I think, I'm going to make a Christmas recipe, and then I think, I really can't be bothered. I don't really make anything specific for Christmas. I just vape what I normally vape.
I pick up something like for 2 years I did. Is it cookie chow? Tam's cookie chow.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is becoming quite a part of Christmas. Tam's cookie chow. The third Christmas, I had a little bit of it. Oh, I've had enough of Tam's cookie chow. I want something else.
Brian said, Graham, word is it, as you may be in lookout for Asmodeus Minikin, the Kadama editions.
Yeah, Cloud Chucker's got one now. I've given up on that.
He's got 2 that he's selling.
Yeah, no, I've given up on that because I got 6 minikins and all of them don't work.
Ah, right, right.
So I've had enough of minikins. Although they're the absolute perfect mod, they fit perfectly in my hands. I love the feel of them. It's just a nightmare. They break all
Yeah.
different ways.
Is it only a
Yeah.
nightmare before Christmas? Or is it all year long?
Yeah, he just said the other day and said, "Do you think anybody
Yeah,
interested?" I knew Graham was. I knew you've always wanted the
Oh,
Kadama.
I've got a couple of good ones
what
of
I mean?
those peppermint hot cocos.
Coming up Christmas, usually it involves drinking and ordering stuff I don't need on Amazon Prime days. That's been today. He has a 21. If you're interested, 21 700 Minikin Kadama. If you're interested,
Yeah, no. But better go to somebody. But I've found my mod now. My mod is that I've got 4 of them. I'm thinking about getting another
Yeah,
one for Christmas, so I've got 5.
I bought Emma one of the purple minikins during the whole minikin hype,
Mm.
and it broke within about 6 weeks. It just stopped working. I'm not too sure why. I don't know whether it might have been a bit of juice leakage or something.
It's juice. What I found is juice getting in the top, and then it goes down.
Yeah, I
Cracks everything.
I still don't understand why they've never made 510s waterproof. Why they never put a seal on the 510 to stop the juice from leaking in.
yeah.
Yeah. But the thing
Well,
is,
they
I've
do
got
have it
6
on.
of
They do
them.
have it
I've
on
got
some.
6 of them. I've got 2 of the chips which work. I could swap them out and make a perfect minikin, but if I do that, I would want to sandblast them all and take them down to
Yeah.
the metal and send them off to somebody to get a really, really custom designed one. Well, what do you call that when you spray it and then what
Well,
something coating, powder coating,
I'm sure other Sean could do a design for you.
powder coating. That's the one.
All right, the 21 700 has a seal around the 510.
Okay,
Finally,
that's good to know. Yeah.
So,
All right, so I do have something that you want to talk Christmas. This reminds me of Christmas. I'll share it. See, because you yell at me for putting it in chat, and I'll share it. So, white chocolate peppermint cake donut, fluffy white cake, Wonder Flavors 2, peppermint TPA at 1.5, powdered donut Wonder Flavors at 2, super sweet pearl at 1/2, white chocolate flavora at 1.5, and you can get it over there. White chocolate
it's a
VSO at
cult.
1.
It's a cult.
That combo is you can use just the flavora, but and just bump it like 2. But with the white chocolate from VSO, it actually just fills in a perfect white chocolate. And yeah, these things are. This was yummy. This is a really yummy mix, and it really kind of started making me think of Christmas.
He says
That one
powder coating or
not bad.
cerakoting.
Yep, powder
I-
coating and cerakoting. I've done both.
But if you
I don't
really
have a
wanna
powder
make
coating
that
kit at
white
home, though.
chocolate pop, you up that VSO white chocolate to 1.5, so you have 1.5 of each of those white chocolates, and it'll sing.
Does it?
Nice.
Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't make a damn sound other than crackle. But
Don't make me come out there, sir.
I just drink your
Don't make
moonshine.
me come
and be
out and
quiet.
whip your ass, son.
I made
Could
sure
you
you'd
use
sit
dark
down. That's why I
chocolate
handed
instead
you
of
your
white? Could you use dark chocolate instead of
You
white?
could. The white chocolate just kind of gives you that Christmassy, like almost like candy cane feel. But you could use dark chocolate.
Yeah, we
So
don't
what-
have candy cane, do we?
You
Not
can get
really.
them.
Yeah,
It's
you can
not
get
bad.
them.
You can get
They're
them.
not a big thing. You
No,
don't
it's
have
not a big thing.
these and
No.
get attacked.
I'd probably, if I were going to use dark chocolate in that, I'd probably, or darker chocolate, I would actually use like chocolate frosting. Is it cap chocolate frosting? I believe it is. And then just if you want to make it a little bougier and you want to piss Benny off, add 0.5% of dark
Medicine flour.
chocolate from medicine flour. I mean, if you don't have the dark chocolate medicine flour, you can use the VTA dark chocolate. That's
If you want it cheap, instead of really expensive to make one, then don't use medicine flour with fucking dark chocolate.
yeah, as I said, VTA. It's not bad as long as you haven't had the medicine flour. You won't miss it. But if you've had the medicine flour, it's hard to go back.
And if you've had the medicine flour, then you're a rich fucker.
Or you know the
Yeah.
right people. Thank you, Rocky.
Yeah. It just says kick Christmas back into December where it belongs. Exactly. Kick it back in.
All right,
at
I'm going to try
Christmas.
this chocolate.
Well,
I'm trying my
rid of-
moonshine.
So what? So obviously we've got this apple. That's what of it? So would you dark berries be classed as sort of your winter, your autumn?
Yeah.
You-
Anything
Yeah.
you
Holy
walk along
crap.
the hedgerow and pick.
Holy. Ooh.
Is that a bit strong?
Yeah, no, not at all. My nose is burning.
Wuss.
Did you try yours yet?
She had a
Mine's
little
like
sip.
more than half gone.
Do you think she had a little sip?
Is it
I
really?
saw her. Why is Cassie drinking out of a bottle, out of a thing, and you're drinking it out of a glass?
I'm drinking it out of the container.
Oh, right. I thought you were putting it up.
Yeah.
Cheryl's after a good apple cider recipe.
Still kind of like...
Well, little tip. If you're going to make apple cider recipe, don't use one of the flavors pixie sticks. As Tim found out.
Yeah. If you take out the pixie stick flavor, that recipe was not bad. I did try it without it. It was fine. Apple cider, to get a real just plain apple cider is really tough. They can be close and kind of okay. I did find that I found it had a few different people's, and I don't know if I did one of my own. Apple cider donuts are easier because you have that donut base to kind of fill in those missing parts you don't really truly get when you're vaping an apple cider flavor.
I mixed an apple cider a while ago, and it was from all the flavors, and I think it used flavour yeast. No, what's that one which tastes yeasty? And they use that to get that kind of yeasty.
Oh, it's Yakima hops, is it?
No, it was something like a yeasty bakery flavor, and they use a tiny little bit of that, and it turned all the apples into that cidery apple.
See,
It's a real traditional cloudy cider. If I can find it.
I like using the FA Amber to do that. FA Amber does that as well quite well.
I nearly went to put my glasses on. Them down.
So obviously, if you're going to do a cider, you need a crisp apple, don't you? Do you know what I mean? So you're going to have a crisp apple in it.
Yeah, you need a golden delicious. A really sharp. Well, not really.
Not true.
Don't need.
Not true. There's all kinds of different ciders.
But you don't want. You want that apple taste, don't you? Like an appetizer sort of taste. Because appetizer really is just is a cider without the what is it in it?
Yeah, what was that?
Appetizer drink.
Vape Train,
double apple?
sour green apple, paired with a Granny Smith.
Yeah,
that's an awfully bright cider. That's a really bright cider.
Could you put some like champagne in it to give it that fizz sort of cidery? Because you need
give you more of a hard, maybe more of a hard cider flavor, but you could do that.
Do you know what I mean?
So more like a hard cider.
Because when you get a cider, it has got that. It's not flat. It's never flat cider, is it? Fucking flat cider's awful. So it's flat mango fucking one that I had when I was out once. I had a pint of flat.
See, you guys do things different because over here, cider is flat. There's no sparkling to a cider.
Some of the worst hard cider I ever had was from the Witherspoons when they had a flagon of cider for like a $5.
Yeah.
So that would be my drink. I didn't like it. It wasn't nice. But it got me where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Benny, over here, literally apple cider. I made it like in shop and made it and with different press. You just press old apples that are just starting to go bad. You press it, you save all the stuff, and then you boil it to make it pasteurized. That's it. That's all you do over here. That's your cider.
It's not.
You might add some, and you can add sometimes add a little spice to it, different spices for a spice cider.
But see,
it's flat. There is no sparkling to it.
I don't know whether this is a continental thing. See, I'm not too sure whether the American idea of cider is completely different to our idea of cider.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I
think it's like your idea of lemonade is basically Sprite to us. I mean, you might as well just. We were just talking about this the other day in the after show.
My grandma used to do traditional lemonade where you boil lemons in a pan and put some load of sugar in it and then
boil lemons.
Yeah, boil lemons.
That's not traditional lemonade. Traditional lemonade is literally over here. You take it over here. You take a juicer. You juice your lemon. You add some water. You add some sugar. Lemonade. Done.
No,
that's lemonade.
Slice your lemons up. Put them in a pan. Don't do it in a non-stick pan because I did that once and it takes all non-stick coating.
Why are you ruining the lemons, man? Why are you boiling that shit? That
Because
ruins
you
it.
boil it into the water, it goes, and you see with sugar, you boil it up, it goes like hot water, infuses into the water, then you put your sugar in it, you got lemonade.
No, you got cooked lemons with sugar.
No, you haven't.
It's not lemonade.
Because you're not eating the lemons, you're eating the juice that's infused
Exactly.
with the water.
We do the same thing. There's two different ways of making it. You can make it almost like you're talking with, like you put it in with the real lemons and just let it settle. That's more of a country lemonade. Or you actually like juice the lemon with like just old pulp juicer type style. You put sugar and water in it, and that's it. That's your lemonade. There's no boiling involved in.
See,
American
Brian says
lemonade.
that. Benny, that's the old school way. Exactly, that my grandma did it. It's old school.
Yes.
We used to have lemonade.
One too many
Hence
steps.
traditional.
Yeah,
No.
traditional. That is
One too many
traditional
steps.
lemonade.
That's cooked lemon. That's
No,
basically like
traditional
cough syrup.
lemonade.
That's cough syrup.
Traditional lemonade. That's what that is.
You lose all the bright notes if you boil in it.
No, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Rocky's just put cider battered apple rings up there. If you want to bring that up, I'll talk about cider.
I can't. I've looked at all the flavors. I've got to make head or tail to find.
Marked as private, Rocky.
So keeps the lemon rind in my lemonade. Lemonade.
Yeah, that
Anyway,
extra
Finny,
little bit of
when's
zest.
this? So how long are we waiting for this results of this fucking competition?
But he's been going through a lot lately, so he probably gets slowed up a little testing.
He's
Legit
fucking-
reasons.
And those legit reasons, but these other people testing it as well.
Yeah, but you got to have everybody's input before they can make a decision.
No, we don't need everybody. We could have little teasers every now and again. Do you know what I mean? Are we doing it for Christmas?
What they should do is they should just knock the bottom up and go, and the one with the worst recipe.
Yeah, knock
is
them off.
Canadian
Yeah.
Vapor, knock him off.
That's not reality.
And every week just announce the next worst recipe until they go, and we've only got three left after
Finny, I
insulting
hope
the
you
whole-
had all right, mate. I know things are big going on, so I hope you had all right. I am only joking with you. It just seems a while since we had any update on the competition.
That would explain some of the lemonade flavors, some of them.
All right,
a
he
few
says
that are
Bennett
kind
had
of,
bailed
like,
out most
boiled.
likely, so he put a strain on it. If Ken and Rocky finish, they will pick the winners. Fair enough, mate. You know I'm only joking with you, buddy.
Fitty, big love.
love.
You know, take
Big
care of
love.
yourself.
You know I'm only joking with you, brother. So yeah. So what did we find? He put that recipe on that's private. Has it put it back up yet?
It was private. I'll have another check on it now.
Are you trying to check on Rocky's privates again?
Still marked as private.
So you're just trying to check out Rocky's privates. I got it.
Yeah, Rocky's always sending private stuff.
Yeah. Well, he does have a nutsack recipe. It makes sense.
Brian's, I'll have to check it out. I'm waiting on my order from Noms. Ordered a bunch of Nick shots and a few other flavours. Nice. And Cheryl's a little bit strange. She loves eating raw lemons.
I
That's
like
strange.
I
Why
bet
is
you like
that
a raw
strange?
onion as well, don't you?
Okay, so you guys get like, okay, you probably wouldn't, Benny, but you ever get tea or lemonade and you get the slice of lemon that's just kind of stuck in the edge of your glass and garnish?
Coke.
You guys don't like put that in your mouth and just eat the lemon part out of it for real? You just throw it away?
no, eat it.
Eat it. That's
If you've
fresh
got
lemon.
if you've got lemon on top of your alcohol, you eat the lemon. It's got
Yeah,
alcohol in
exactly.
it. Don't waste
Exactly. There you go, Grant.
it.
Yeah, he says this latest thing shut me. I hope you're all right with her, like I say. And he says, all good, I appreciate the harassment.
Tequila isn't tequila if you don't eat lemons.
Exactly. You got to do the lemon or the lime
Gotta do
and the sugar and the salt and done.
Sugar.
Salt at least. You can do sugar too.
Sugar.
I've had
Really good
sugar salt
salts.
mix. Usually it's salt, but I have had like where they use the rimming sugar, like salty sugar type stuff instead. That works actually pretty good. Sugar and salt mix.
I usually do it
Try
like
it.
eyeball pork.
Try it.
Tequila, lemon and eye.
The last time I had tequila shots was 10 o'clock in the morning.
What you need to do, Graham, is you take some grape pixie sticks, dump it on there, and use that instead. You know, that way there you can get that real brocked up like mulled cider flavor. There you go.
We almost picked up some pixie sticks the other day for Halloween drinks.
Yep.
But that's just messy, so we didn't.
I think he's put it in now. He's put in the recipe.
Yeah, he gave you the private link. He's letting you look at his privates, Sherlock. There you go.
Right, let's bring that back up. Okay, yeah, that is working, but it's
It's a picture
this
of
is
his
apple
privates.
pie. This is apple pie taquitos, not
Okay,
cider baited apple rings.
All right, I completely thought when he said it's working, he got that weird look. I was like, but these are like dirty pictures.
I mean,
All right,
I can still share it, but I don't know if it's the
Yeah.
right recipe. Right, so let's do a quick share on this. So this is apple pie.
Yeah, I'll talk about it.
It is 1.5% Flavour apple filling, 2% VSO baked apple, 1% VSO butter, FA custard premium.
It's a cult.
0.5% milk and honey Flavora. Of course, it's a Rocky recipe. 1.5% one-on-one pie crust, 0.2% Flavora starch based, 0.75% cap super sweet, and 1% FA Zeppelar.
Nice.
All right, to hit on Fiddy's thing, getting behind the latest naturals. The naturals aren't designed for vaping. They weren't designed for it. They will work, but they're not designed for it. And some of them do taste quite different than the SC versions. They're not really made for it. There are a few that are new that actually I would say, yeah, they're kind of worth it, but they're not really designed for vaping. They're designed more for food and beverage. So that would make sense that some of the naturals, there are a few of the naturals in vaping, I'm saying, at least off the initial test, there's a couple there that just aren't going to work. But I mean, I'm going to be testing them in other mediums as well for food and drink. So we'll see how it works there. But yeah, the naturals aren't really made for that. And they are more expensive because they cost more to make. So maybe not for everyone. And that's why they said originally not to bother. But I will say there's a few new ones might be worth picking up anyway. A few of the new ones, they're pretty damn good. I can't believe I'm backing this because I never back strawberries too much, but that guava, I call it guava strawberry guava, the right name, but the guava strawberry because guava forward, pretty freaking tasty. It really
It
is.
says that when it was the first batch of naturals, they were told that it was no good for vaping.
Well, it's not that it was no good. That was never what was said. I was there for the conversation. I saw it, the messages from Frank. It wasn't good for vaping. It wasn't necessary for vaping. The SCs are going to be more suited for vaping. The naturals could be okay, but it's really like if you want to be a natural nut, you kind of want to make it as natural as you can and healthy as you can kind of thing, then it might work, but it's not really necessary. The originals were just remakes of the SCs, which were cheaper, so why? It wasn't so much, it was more like don't bother kind of thing. Not that they were bad, just don't bother. But there are a couple I will say are kind of not as good as the originals.
Are we getting them over here then? Are they just releasing in America?
They are going to go NOMS the last I knew. NOMS gets the whole line of Wonder flavors, so they should have them.
All right. Yes, no good. They weren't worth buying for what we use them
for.
Well,
exactly, not worth it. And there are some that are unique now on the newer releases that might be worth buying individually. The pack.
Are they more expensive than normal flavors?
Yes,
then?
Yes.
Right. So don't bother buying them then.
Yeah, if you're Benny, don't bother buying them. They cost more money. No.
If you want some natural flavors, go over to Alchemist Cupboard. They've got a natural range in there. If you want some natural flavors.
Right. There was news on Flavour Craver.
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
They're closing down.
They're closing down.
Yeah.
They are too.
Yeah. So discount code is closing down, which will give you 25% off anything in store. They're running low on Mexican fried ice cream.
I'll go buy some.
Once they go, then they're thinking about selling the recipes on. So if there's any producers out there,
you're the one that did it. Here, take it.
They supported the community. How long?
Yeah, so go over Flavour Craver and do buy them out of concentrates for one shots if you are looking for one shots. It's time to get some really good one shots from there. I've got Tickle My Pink on there.
They will have Tickle Pink. I think they've got everything on there.
I'll have to go get some Tickle My Pink. I used to like that.
Tickle Me Pink. Sold out in the 30 ml. Sold out in the 200. Tickle Me Pink sold out. They only announced it this morning. Everybody jumps on things like this, especially.
Yeah, that's a really natural peanut butter flavor.
Vultures.
Yeah, it's truly the end of an era.
It
You
is.
know,
It is. So totally
with,
gone.
with chefs gone, and then they started this up then, so you can still get your old favourites with this gone now.
People were just asking about that too. It's like that sucks. I didn't know
Yeah.
that they were closing up.
Yeah, Fiddy says, laughing my ass off, Benny, buy medicine flour, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll buy some medicine flour. Yay. Not.
There are some that are definitely worth it.
I'm still not paying 30 quid for the fucking concentrate.
If
Not
you're in
buying
love
it.
with dark chocolate, you should.
Not buying it. I'm not falling for that trick. Not falling
I'm
for that
vaping
trick.
it right now.
I'm not falling for it. Not falling for them. Everybody's saying to me, buy it, and I get it, and I don't like it, so no.
Oh
No.
my god, but medicine flower dark chocolate and medicine flower blueberry are just like
To be fair, I don't think we
Yes,
can
yes.
get a lot. We've looked at this. We can't get a lot of medicine flower over here.
Yeah.
No.
I think you
I-
can,
and
but you
the
have to do it in a
stores-
weird roundabout way. There's not a. It's kind of like us getting SA. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, there's not
Yeah,
a lot
like I
of
said,
places sell it here.
Yeah, there was somewhere selling medicine flour, rebottled, but it was also pre-diluted as well.
That's what I heard.
But they haven't got, they didn't have that many of the flavors either.
Finney's got over 50 of the medicine flower line, and it's an investment. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to sell it on? You're going to give it to grandkids? Do you know what I mean? You could have spent that on other things. You could have put it in a trust fund for them. You probably have enough money now saved up.
Jeez.
Are you off to college? Here's some medicine flower.
Yeah, what they're going to do with it? Here you go. Do you know what I mean?
You could have went to college, but I bought medicine flour. That's
Yeah,
Benny's theory.
yeah.
Could have went
That's
to
it,
college,
yeah.
kids,
You
but I
could have gone
bought
to
medicine
college,
flour
kids,
once
but
upon a time.
Yeah, I thought it was an investment, so I bought some medicine flour.
So here, you can have a bottle. That's your college tuition right there. Benny, it isn't quite that expensive. Jeez.
He says he uses it for like finer things in life. Yeah. He likes the finer things in life. There you
That's
go.
why I wound up using it in this, is because I just wanted that extra bougie flavor. I haven't done it in a while. I don't do it often.
What were them monk flavourings that used to get really good?
Flavor monks.
Oh, Flavor Monks.
Flavour monks.
monks.
They used to be go-to for boozy flavours, didn't they?
Yeah,
Everybody said
it's
you
the
get.
gin everybody raved about, the
Yeah.
botanical gin from Flavor Monks.
Yeah.
I think I've got that
Oh, so-
bottle. Before, when I knew they were going from chefs, I bought a load. But the thing I bought most of was the divine custard, because I really like that custard.
Real
Yeah.
flavors too. Same thing. They're a little bit more on the pricier side than some of the other stuff.
They were.
So far, real flavor. Well, they still got it at DIY Canada because they bought them out. They're actually so far out of the ones we've tested have been pretty damn good from Real Flavors. I'm pretty impressed with the line. It's just they aren't cheap for us anyway. Well, actually, they're not even cheap on the Canada side.
Yeah, no, I've got a couple of real flavours somewhere. I
The
bought with
Recca
chefs, 'cause
flavors, actually, the couple we got were pretty good. In my opinion.
Recca, you
I
can't
like the
get
lemonade.
Recca. You can't get Recca here now. That were what was that?
Can you guys
mango
not
one,
order
wasn't
from DIY Canada? Can you order from
I don't
DIY
know.
Canada? You should
Yeah,
be
we
able to,
probably
shouldn't
can, but the shipping's going to be massive. It's going to be extortionate.
Yeah,
you? Really?
well,
We don't have our
I was
shipping
after
from Canada is not
101.
bad.
I was after 1-on-1, and it was cheaper ordering from DIY Canada 1-on-1 than it was ordering from 1-on-1.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wish
but it's
Noms
still-
carried more of the one-on-ones.
It's still going to be a lot more than if we could actually order from here. You're still looking at almost doubling your order anyway,
Yeah.
just on the shipping price.
Do
For
I
those
have
of you in
120?
chat,
No, I don't have 120s. I can't afford 120 mils of flavourings. Jesus.
for those of you in chat that helped out trying to make some of the list and keep working on it, for Noms, anything that's missing that you'd like them to carry, I'll keep forwarding it to them, let them know. Maybe we can pick up some of these flavors, because there are some of them that I would really like them to pick up. There was a pretty good list there. Oh yeah, it did include Beignet. Graham was on that
Yeah,
list. It's
I
like,
know,
yeah,
but
please
they
pick
were-
that up. I don't give a shit. Pick it up. Because that's really good.
No, I
Good
Brian
luck
don't
in trying to get the
have
safety data sheets from them. Jesus Christ.
Benny,
Still getting
Brian's
one
saying,
email, one
Tres
safety
leches,
data sheet.
Is that when you were looking around when you were doing it yourself, wasn't it? When you asked for data sheets?
1 month to get one data sheet, and I was after loads of data sheets because I didn't know what to put. And then Flavor West, I just sent them an email and they sent me about 20. I was just like, oh, that should have not just put mint.
Which trace laces we want? Is he asking about this?
I don't know. It's just trace lacy with rum, coconut, and lime. You have to a flavour.
Yeah, because I would use definitely Wonder Flavors.
What is tres leche? I don't know what tres leche is.
Three
milks.
Is that what it is?
And a lime, maybe. I mean, distilled or Tahiti from Vape Train. Would probably use one of those.
Oh yeah, that's
Tres Leches.
good.
Yeah, Tahiti's my favorite. For a real lime kind of flavor, and Tres
Or
Leches.
Persian.
Who would we use for? Yeah, that's what I say. Persian's another good one. Yeah, with Tres Leches, which one would we want with that? That's a good question.
I don't. I've never heard of tres leche, so I wouldn't know.
I've tried a few, but I don't.
There's the other one, isn't there? And I always got those two confused and kept on. You'll say, get this flavor from Flavor West, and I'll go out and I always buy
Flavor West. It's Tres Leches Flavor West, yeah. That's probably the one I'd use with it. Use Flavor West Tres Leches, use coconut rum from Wonder Flavors, and then I like the Tahiti from VTA. I think
finish saying, okay, never mind, lol. Yeah, I get what you were getting at. I get what you're getting. If you buy an 120ml bottle, you can dilute medicine flour down. It'll work out cheaper.
Yeah. You don't use as much, so it really does.
I do get where you're getting from.
We're still on our original bottles of blueberry and dark chocolate.
I know.
We've used it considerably.
Yeah, I do get the medicine flour you don't use as much.
My and from my experience,
you throw it all over your desk like Graham does.
Yeah, well, that's here or there, but I went to get that lemon. Everybody recommends that lemon. I bought that lemon, and Salubrome lemon's better.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I would get, is that if I got it and then I taste it and I'm like, yeah, it's all right, but I prefer this one. It's a big investment to spend out for 30 quid for the.
It's tough when you get your personal, your personal taste involved because. Like the raspberry, wild raspberry. I like the wild raspberry. It's very much in a line of like the Inawera raspberries. Like it's really potent, but it's more usable. They can be really tough to use.
I don't know how
whereas
much,
it's a little usable.
How much is it for you to buy medicine flour?
Like he said, about $19. If we use a discount code.
For how much do you get for that?
For 30.
Yeah, so ours is about 30 quid for 15.
Yeah, see that's the thing. I'd much rather spend £2 on a 10ml and not like it than spend 30 quid and not like it.
Yeah.
That's the jump that we've got to make. Is it 30 quid?
But like I was saying with the raspberry, we really, Cassie and I prefer we really like the premium raspberry. That's our favorite. So raspberry's got such a variety of flavor to it, different types.
Yeah.
It really depends on what you like. The wild raspberry, I will not say is bad. It's a very good raspberry, and it's punchy. I get why Steve-O likes it.
Have you found anything to replace the premium?
The closest one, this is weird, the closest one is the new Wonder Flavors so far. I've tried a lot of raspberries, and I've never had another one I can use. It's not the same, but it's the closest to that premium. Is the new one. I think that's one of the naturals, is it? It's one of the naturals, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine spending 30 quid on a medicine flower as well, Benny, and knocking it all over your desk?
Oh, go
I know,
away.
exactly. But that's what it is. That's our jump, you see. We can't get it for, like say, $19. I'd be fine if it were 15 quid, something like that.
You wouldn't buy it anyway, Benny.
Do you know what I mean? But I'd be a bit like, well, I can understand if everybody's raising on about it, and if I dilute it, I can get, same as I can get for 120. But I'm not paying, it's £30 for 15ml.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not worth that. It's a big investment if you do not like that flavour.
Mm. Yeah, I've heard really good things about that lemon fitty. And if it's like that, I get why Steve-O uses that wild raspberry to bump his raspberries and make it punch through, because it will. It's a really nice.
The other thing with the Salubrome video was saying, I could be slightly biased because that was one of the first lemons I actually tasted those that texture. Yeah, those the stuff in the lemon, and it for
The
me
pulp. The pulp.
just the pulp. That was it. And for me,
BBG?
it was the first time I managed to go, oh wow, you can get that shit's in there as well.
That's why I like the Tahiti
And
cold
then
pressed
that
lime.
sticks in my mind, and then every other lemon after that, I've never really got that experience.
That's why I like that Tahiti cold pressed lime. You get a little of the pulp. It
Natural.
makes it more realistic. Yeah, and more natural. Like
It's more natural.
Oh no, we don't want to do that again,
mate,
Hedgie.
Yeah.
Hedgie, we don't have the time. It's too late to start that. We'll be here till midnight.
Finny broke his fig bottle and never replaced it. $44 for 15 ml. Exactly. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Bob did the same thing as Graham.
I'd be ripping the carpet up and wringing it back into the bottle.
Bob did the same thing. He had the lemon, his Messifier lemon tipped over in a box or leaked or whatever all over inside his box. So he lost his lemon, similar to Graham. Yeah. He said the box smelled delicious for a long time. Really smelled lemony.
It's the same lemon that's in the lemon meringue as well. There's another lemon in it. There's
in your tart.
The thing is, slow brome is like gorgeous. Oh my god, what were they thinking? Oh, it's like, oh my god, what's this?
Yeah.
And it's like it's just like throwing things against the wall. Does it stick? No, that was awful. I think I could get rid of like 3/4 of the drawer of me, because I went through collect all the Salubrome stuff because they constantly went on sale.
Yeah, and they had some
took advantage.
And the unique and unusual flavors as well. You can get from them. But
it's
again, like you said,
French shit like tartar. Some tartar. I was just like in one flavor. That can't be. Ooh, that's cherry bakewell.
Yeah, but like you said, it is like throwing a dart at a dartboard blindfolded as to whether the one you picked up will be good or not.
I think one of the worst ones I ever had, and I've seen the kind of people go, "Oh, that's a lovely flavor," is the Golden Virginia.
All right.
It's like you've poured alcohol in a ashtray and then vape the ashtray. It was just absolutely disgusting. And then Mick got Virginia and honey. I think it was Golden Virginia and honey, and absolutely loved it. And I was just like, it's the same. No.
Yeah.
But you have flavors. Different flavor houses will just catch your imagination. With Connor, he's just fallen in love with Shock.
You can't get it anymore, though, can you?
And you can't get it anymore.
Hey, Hanky.
You want to kill a flavor company? Just have me go after it. R.I.P. R.I.P. a couple of them now. Oh God.
Well, Mom and Pop used to have some nice flavors, but
that's what I'm talking about. That was one of the ones I killed, Benny. I ordered Mom and Pop's. 2 weeks later, it went under.
Yeah. Because that strawberry one that I tasted, that was absolutely fantastic one for Mum.
I got everyone that Mom's had, and then they went under right afterwards. 2 weeks later, it's like before it even came in, they were done.
$4 per bottle, Tim. There.
I mean, it's not horrible, but yeah, it'd add up. It'd be decent though to try it, like get a sample of all of them to try them, because you know how I like to try and collect them all, go through them all.
They're not Pokemon.
Yeah, they are.
Well be.
And I'm also going to get them all up on the website in a visual form. Odie's helping with that. Get them up on there in a visual form so you can go through them. And I'm going to do them at least even when we test them, it's a personal taste. But going to try to see if we can color code them. So if you see a red, it's not going to be good for damn near anybody. It's very special people maybe, but that's about it. The orange is going to be like, at your own risk, and then yellow's decent, and then green's like top of the crop. I mean, I already know we're going over the chocolate series soon. Chocolate series is going to be wide open to all chocolates available at all the major sites and anything else I have. So of all the major distros, every chocolate thing available, and we're talking cocos, white chocolates, all included. Doing the whole thing wide open so they'll get categorized where they belong. Whether or not their names are right, they'll be categorized in the right area. And I already know one, Fiddy, you got a winner. Medicine Flower dark chocolate's going to definitely be at one of the top of the list. No question about it. It's the best dark chocolate.
Fiddy's just realised they don't go up in value.
They don't go up in value. What?
He's I think he's on about his Medicine Flower collection. Yeah, it gets like that. It gets like Pokemon's does this DIY business. You've got to catch them all. Even
Especially
though
if
nearly
you're
all
OCD like
the
me.
same. You gotta catch them all.
If you're OCD like me and you got to try and get every flavor you can from every place.
Yeah, you really don't have to, though. You know that, right?
I really do. I really do.
No,
Liam
no.
said I have to. And I have to listen to Liam. Because otherwise he won't give me fisherman's advice. Then he gets from Clark. And just relays it to me.
So I've got a question. What cream's got the texture of mousse?
Mousse?
Mousse.
I want to make a mousse.
Chocolate mousse.
An
No,
airy.
chocolate.
You want an airy light cream with that sort of mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard,
a
Fiddy.
on top of it. So I've got lemon mousse.
Oh, so you're not looking for chocolate.
No, not looking for the chocolate's just easy because it's chocolate mousse vape train for me. It just nails the bubbles.
I don't think
So
I've ever had
You make me think too hard.
Cream with a bubbly light texture to it, basically.
You want to do a white chocolate aero, don't you?
Oh,
Think about that. I've
sounds pretty good.
done a mint aero because I use the chocolate mousse and mint together.
Yeah.
So you can do a chocolate aero.
I can't think of any cream that's got that sort
that
of
light texture.
You need that silkiness. You need that silkiness.
You might get it. Would you get it with a bit of ice cream? Maybe with a bit of
Vienna cream.
a bit of ice cream and a bit of
Kinda?
No,
yogurt.
the ice cream changes the flavour.
Yeah, it does.
No,
It
put a
makes
bit of
it-
yogurt. A bit of yogurt with it.
yeah. What about,
FA Vienna cream would be that's kind of silky.
what about the SSA whipped cream plus one other? Plus another cream or ice
Vienna.
cream.
Vienna. It's a silkier one.
Yogurt. Oh no.
That's
Yogurt
too
drink.
thick.
I just reverted back to yogurt drink again. Nick's going to be turning in his grave. Yogurt drink.
I love yogurt drink.
That's an underrated flavour. Yogurt drink. If you've never tasted yogurt drink by Vape Train, you're missing.
But then I really like Yakult anyway. The actual
Yeah.
drink.
Yakult.
So
It is like Yakult.
Graham, I did find two that I would recommend over, but I'm not even going to mention them because you can't get them anymore. They no longer exist. No.
Biddy is saying Cap Sweet Cream he's always liked for that silky dairy vibe.
I like sweet cream. I don't like.
Cataline cream isn't bad either.
Yeah, but that's
Not
got
bad.
lemon though.
Well, he just said he wanted
I'm
lemon.
making lemon.
Wow,
You just said he wanted lemon. That's why I was thinking Cataline cream might be perfect.
That Catalan cream is more like a Spanish creme brulee.
Mm.
With
That's the
that,
point. Would you
with
get it with a
lemon
creme
notes,
brulee? Would you get it with a creme brulee?
Yeah, but if you're cutting it with the SSA, that would give you that kind of mousse
And a cream.
texture.
You know, like that Vienna cream he was saying, and maybe a creme brulee.
No, because it's got custard taste. It's a custard, isn't it? Creme brulee.
Yeah. I don't get really true custard, but I do get the thickness from it. But I think
Well,
the
that's what I'm saying. You want that thick. You want the
SSA whipped
thickness on
cream
a
might
mousse.
thin it. Yeah, but you want a silky thickness. So the SSA, I think, is a good way to pull it out.
It's a light, thick. It's a bit strange, his mousse, isn't it? Because it's light and thick.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that Catalan cream would really help you with that lemon.
Yes, because it's whipped, isn't it, to get the air into it. It's aerated, which again is something that you're not really going to be able to get in vape.
No, you're just going to have to kind of mimic it.
FLV sweet cream at
I'll have
0.2.
a
Not very versatile, but I think if he's going for a lemon cream, a mousse kind of cream, he might be able to pull it out of the Catalan or the Vienna. There's not a lot of thin ones that are available anymore.
Like I say, because you don't. It's not It's thick. A mousse
It's
is
thick but light. That's
But
the
light.
Thick
trick.
but light. It's
Yeah.
thick but light. Yeah. You need
So
to
you get
not
that thick
not
taste, but it's
can't be
light
dense.
taste.
Can't be
Yeah.
dense though.
What about the Devon cream
I was thinking that,
with
but
the cupcake world Devon cream with the whipped cream to lighten it up a little bit?
it might still be
I get a kind of that
chocolate.
double cream oily stuff from
Okay.
the Devon cream. So because that's the closest I've ever got to double cream, but there's this like dark oily texture when I get with it, which is fine when you've got it on bakeries and stuff, it vanishes. But when it's a solo just that cream, I can't bake that on its own or just with a fruit, it just comes through for me. I'll have a think about it.
What about
Yeah,
What about
meringue.
whipped cream
Lee said,
fresh?
what about
Meringue.
meringue?
That's a
What about
very
meringue?
good suggestion
Meringue.
of Lady
Meringue.
Meringue.
that's a good one. But I was also
Yeah,
thinking
put
whipped
meringue
cream
with it.
fresh
I
with
was-
whipped
I
cream
was
SSA
thinking-
if they'll work.
I was thinking
The
marshmallow.
Wonder Flavour.
I couldn't get the marshmallow, but
Wonder
meringue-
Flavors
Wonder
with the
Flavors
SSA.
meringue.
Yeah,
Oh,
meringue
yeah, that's a
is
good
the
one.
one.
Yep, meringue. There's some good meringues.
Yeah, put a meringue in it and put some cream with
sure-
the meringue.
Oh,
I'm
lemon
sure it was Wonder
pie,
Flavors
ice
meringue that I
cream.
thought was the closest.
There is. They're pretty good.
Lemon meringue pie by Cinnamon with
You have
cream
the
in.
lemony meringue from SSA too. You said you're going lemon. Although
Put
if I
cream
remember
with
correctly, I don't think I cared for the lemon. I thought. Can't remember.
Oh,
Tim,
SSA.
on a completely different note for a second, where is @ on your keyboard? Just to tell BVG, because I think his keyboard is set up as an American one. He wants to do an @ in chat.
It's the 2 button.
Yeah. Number 2.
Shift two.
Shift 2. Hey, Anki just put it in 2.
Try Shift 2, BVG. See if that'll put an @ in. If it does, then your keyboard is set up as American.
Does it change its accent? Okay, no.
Shift hash.
Hedgie is saying Shift hash.
Does it screw up all things biscuit for you?
Meringue lemon type, so Bucky super aromas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Is that a
actually
thing?
it's a thing. I've got it. Yeah, it's not even that old a thing. I think that was in last year's releases.
Oh, who's used it? Somebody's used it with Cap Super Sweet. That's it, and that was KCF by the looks.
If I remember correctly, the lemon was a little weird, but depending on what you're doing, you might be able to bend that, especially if you add another cream to it too.
And just put in @
Yeah, he's just winding BBG up now. Look what I can do.
But if you can get it, it's cheap. Try it. It might work.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
There you go. He's got it.
Yeah, he's got it. I don't know what Graham's doing.
I'm coming out in sympathy. Oh, so I've got to make a nom noms order then. That's okay. I fancy making a nom noms order soon.
I need to make another one soon for more of the chocolates because I didn't grab all of them the last time, so I wasn't solid on it. I
Told
got
you,
all the
not
ones of Bull
Pokemons.
City now.
They're not Pokemon.
Yeah,
You don't have to
I
grab
got all the
them
ones from
all.
Bull City. I got all the ones from Canada. I guess I got all the ones from Flavor Jungle. And then anything else I can grab.
You just need to stop.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Are you afraid you're gonna have to test 1 billion chocolates? Because you're gonna. But you'll love it because in the end you're gonna have the best chocolate palette
Yeah,
ever.
Rocky's putting $. Right, we are coming up to that time. So it is time to say our goodbyes. We will start with Lady Liberty.
Thanks for coming out. Have a great week. Bye. I'll pass it to Liam.
Right. Thanks everybody in chat. Been great as you are every single week. And I will pass it over to Graham.
Cheers, everyone. I'll pass it over to Benny. You got 3 minutes. 3
Tim hasn't
minutes.
been. Tim hasn't been yet, has he?
Oh, Tim, do it quick so he's got 3 minutes to fill.
3 minutes to fill. Okay, here's simple. Graham, make a cart. We'll discuss it.
No, just say goodbye to Benny's got 3 minutes.
Okay, go ahead, Benny.
So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic. As JP always says, you are stars. You are very good stars out there. If you have got any questions, you can drop them in the comments underneath this show when it goes out. You can also go over to Monkey on Juice, and you can join the Facebook group there, where there is quite a lot of different mixers in there that will give you
Doing
some
nothing.
ideas. Doing nothing, waiting for people. Well, just waiting for people to put the questions in. You can always hit Graham up. If you've got plenty of money, he will sort you out a car and talk about it and get you to spend a load of money.
I've turned over a new leaf.
No, you haven't. You can also see Tim on his channel with Lady Liberty. They have been doing, if you go back and have a look, they did do the new Wonder flavours, which give you an idea of what's coming out there. The initial thoughts.
Next Tuesday will be.
It was about 3 hours long, right? But it was initial thoughts. But yes, you can go over and see that, and then catch up with them. You can also follow Liam over at on. Are you on all the flavours? Are you on ELR?
I've released about 4 recipes on all the flavours. Most of them are on ELR.
So you can go over and follow him on ELR and find out on there and check out all his flavours on there that he has up and maybe mix them up. You can also find Graham over there on ELR as well, and Tim and also Cassie. You can't find me because I don't put a lot of great things up there. I keep them myself and just check them out. But you will find the rest of them. You can see us here again on a Wednesday night, usually around 9:05. Usually around about there. So if you are waiting in chat, just come over. Tell your friends, tell your neighbours, tell everybody. If they want to get it a mixing place to be, come and see us on a Wednesday night. And we will see you next week, same time, same place. There you go, 5:30. Will that do you then, Graham? Is that a good enough?
There we go. Shall I put the show in?
Yeah, if you want to join us for after show, you can jump in. It will put a link in if you do want to join us for a little bit of chat afterwards. It is there if you want to come and join us. So we'll see you all
Big love,
same time,
Finny.
same play next week. Good night.
Night. Bye.
Bye.
See, I can talk for 3 minutes.